difficult place to play. They're a very good team. What do you guys have to do different this time?
Yeah, no, I mean they're a great team. They have a great stadium and a great fan base as well. So full respect to them. But we've been last couple of days, that we've been together as a group, really working hard, tactics wise, and really prepping our plan. And the feeling of the group is, that we really feel good in ourselves and confident, and that it's gonna be difficult, but we believe. It's the playoffs. Now it's home or away. You know, all that stuff's out the door. It's just about winning. So. Yeah.
You guys obviously face Leo and practice every day. They have a pretty good number 10 over there. As one of the two center backs on the team, or starting center backs on the team, how do you go about slowing down someone like Evander who can, like Leo, play the pass but also create on the dribble on his own?
Yeah, I mean he's one of the best players in the league in my opinion. He's a great player. I have full respect for him. And yeah, he could do a lot of different things. Not only just take players 1v1, but also something that we've been looking at is his movements are just unreal. The way that he checks and then runs in behind. Also, he's a very good player. But we're just gonna focus on how we can defend ourselves and how we can keep the ball out of the back of our net, right? That's the most important thing. And we're really confident as a group, especially the back line, that we can go into Cincinnati, and get these 3 points.
Is he more of a player that you have to watch in between the lines, or someone that can make that back shoulder run?
Both. Like I said, he's a smart player. He's been in the league now for a while, and I remember when he signed with Portland, it was a huge move. And then the last couple of years, you always see him, playing really well. And one thing we've been watching this week is that he plays a bunch of different positions on the field. So that it's definitely something to watch out for.
This team has played quite a few important matches this year, from Champions Cup and Club World Cup, Leagues Cup final. What have you guys learned from those matches in particular that you can actually use tomorrow? And it's an elimination game.
Yeah, I mean, playing those matches, were great, and it definitely helps the team get experience, especially like the young players. But I mean, I think tomorrow is really just about winning. It's not about the fans. It's not about honestly how good or bad we play. I think it's the most important thing is winning, right? We wanna move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. We wanna make history for this club, and we wanna ultimately win the MLS Cup. So this is just a step in that direction. I think everyone's kind of blocking out all the other noise of traveling to Cincinnati and them being the higher seed. I think we're just blocking that out and focusing on winning.
Do you think that?
Sorry, talking. Franco asked you about Evander, but they also have four other three players that they're attacking four players: Denki, Hugo, and Brenner. It can go toe to toe with Inter Miami. They're one of the only teams in this league that can do that. Have you watched them? Have you come up with a plan? Or Mascherano has come up with a plan to stop those four guys?
Yeah, we've been watching them. We've been working on in the field the last few days as a team, with tactics and plans. I mean, I'm not gonna really share much about it, but yeah, we've been really working at it, and yeah, like you said, I think it's not only their front attackers. I think they also have an amazing back line and a good midfield foundation. So like I said, we give full respect to their team, but yeah, we have our game plan, and we're gonna focus on it, and we're gonna use it to the best that we can.
Noah, do you think that the team has to win the MLS Cup for this season to be a success for this team, with the roster you have, with the expectations? Is anything less than winning the cup and lifting the cup a success for the team?
Yeah, I mean, I said it earlier this year. I kind of answered like, yeah, if we don't win the MLS Cup, it's gonna feel difficult. It's really gonna hurt, but we just focus on winning the next game. I don't, it's a difficult question because of course, you want to win every trophy as possible, and yeah, the truth is, winning the MLS Cup would be considered our success. But you know, we also did a lot really well this year, and I don't want to discredit that. You know, made the round of 16 or made it out of the group in the Club World Cup, and you know, made it to the final in Leagues Cup. I know we didn't win it, but you know, I think there's a lot of success this year. But yeah, to answer your question, it's a mix.
No, you had a great week with Greece under 21. You win the both matches. You're at top of Germany. How would you describe that feeling and that experience you're playing as the left back?
Yeah, it's awesome. I love going over there. We're doing really well right now. And yeah, just hopefully we can continue the form that we're in Greece into the next year, because there's still more games.
Brushing up on your Greek.
Yeah, how's your
A
Greek?
little, all right, it's all right.
You guys last game went with a 4-3-3. Luis was obviously out. He comes back this time. What changes for you guys? Not on the formation, but what changes for you guys from a team aspect when he's on the field as opposed to not on the field?
I don't think nothing really changed. I'll wait for that. No, I don't think nothing really changes. You know, in regards to like that aspect of him being there or not. You know, I think you know, now that he's back available, you know, it's just a big plus. You know, he's one of the best strikers of our generation, and you know, excited to have him back.
He brings an added familiarity with Leo up top that maybe you don't get with anyone else up there, just because no longer they played together, they're bond off the field.
Yeah.
So that's an element that would be different if he is up top.
Of course, I mean, you know, not only is he a great player, but him and Leo are, you know, their chemistry is amazing, and it's not just here in Barca the same. So you know, it's been like this for a decade almost, you know.
Noah, are you gonna watch Western games today?
Yeah, we'll be traveling, but put it on the phone, and at team dinner, we'll probably watch it all as a team. So
What do you think about the matches in the semifinal?
it's tough. I can't speak much about the West, because I think it's. I mean, they're all tough. All the games are tough. So for me to predict, it's pretty hard in my opinion.
Representing Puma, I see